try to see if that is the one.
I don't think so. Let's see. Yep.
That's it.
Just one?
Actually, you don't want to do.
Don't do what?
Put in the ref.
Was there only one?
Yeah. Maybe. Here. Here.
What?
Here. Don't say that you will put that all in the ref. Kapoy na ka dong? The yellow, you will get that. Be careful. Okay. Hello, Carlos Larry. Good afternoon. I've been in the grocery. Look, oh. And we bought something. Oh. Oh. All in the up. And also the oh, good. Do you know the one that is next is you can put it here again. No. Over there. Like that.
What? Over here?
No. There is one that can push it out.
The drawer.
Yeah, the drawer. There is drawer.
I know.
See it? No. Over there. The up. There is drawer. You didn't see this one. This one. Oh, putol. Correct. Wait one. One there. That one. Mother. Kitchen. Finish. No, we need this. We need this. That's all. Hindi mo man inayos doon. And that goes. Like that. Before you will sit down. Okay. Oh. Good. Ang pagod. It's so pagod. It's so pagod. Pagod na napagod. Ay, naman napagod. Is this the sun? Let's get to play. Never to play. Playing in a sugar. Ay, mayroon na pala.
We're off the grid, folks. If you haven't figured that out by this point, we are well off the grid.
Kain.
Come on.
Decades and decades of farming out here.
It's so far.
So I've been digging this little area right in here. I've got what I think is a Dalton sticking out. It's definitely double. I kind of hit a little bit with the trowel, but not enough to hurt it. It looks good. You see that base right there? It's either a Circe or a Dalton. I can't tell yet, but it looks good. Let's hope it's not broken. Holy. I think that would be a hell of a Circe.
In today's episode of Desert Lore, I'm going to the mountains of northern Utah to visit a famous archaeological site called Bone Cave. This site has been visited and used by humans for thousands of years. We're going to go visit it and let you see it up close and personal. And we're going to learn some of the history of this amazing site and get a sense of what it was like for the people who once lived in this cave. Hello everybody, Ben Woods here. This episode of Desert Lore, I'm up in the mountains of northern Utah, here in the Wasatch Front, as we call it locally. Now, I'm in some gorgeous limestone mountains. You can see some of the limestone behind me. Now, all of this limestone, millions of years ago, used to be the ocean. What happens is, when animals die and fall to the bottom of the ocean, it starts to build up, but especially microscopic life forms called diatoms. We still have them today, but that's mostly what this limestone is based off of, is made out of, is those diatoms build up, compress, and then over time, the oceans got pushed up, and now on land you have mountains made out of what used to be seafloor. There's some really interesting properties about limestone. One of those is that when it's subjected to carbonic acid, it makes caves. You see all these trees behind me. These trees, when the water seeps through them, it makes up some very mild carbonic acid, which is the same thing you have in soda. And so what happens is, when that seeps down in, it would dissolve out the calcite and make it'll form a cave, and it'll form cave formations. Now this canyon has a rich heritage of caves, including Timpanogos Cave. Now, if you want to see, now you leave caves alone, right? You can go explore them. You don't touch, you don't break anything. But back in the early 1900s, a lot of specimens were taken. But they're now on display at the Hutchins Museum in Lehigh. You can actually see some of these most truly amazing and remarkable cave formations from Timpanogos Cave up this canyon. But today I'm going to a different cave, an archaeological cave. Today I'm visiting the infamous Bone Cave. Dun dun dun. Dramatic name and descriptively accurate name. So this cave has been visited by humans for thousands of years. There was even an archaeological dig that took place here. So the cave itself, it is a limestone cave, and it's perfect for habitation or for dwelling in for long-term or short-term. And you'll see the scorch marks when we get up there. You're going to see all kinds of things. There are some cave formations, but most of them have been damaged because cave formations, they're not alive, but they grow. And as they grow, they're growing chemically, chemosynthetically. Therefore, any alteration to that chemical process is going to alter the growth. And since for thousands of years, people have been staying in this cave, that soot coming up has altered the growth. But we will still see some small cave formations when we get up in there. Now, this cave, the archaeologists who excavated this cave, they found mostly bones of fish and bones of deer and bones of bighorn sheep. That people, as far as it's been written and as far as it can be interpreted, it seemed that people would come up this canyon to hunt and they would stay in this cave. And in doing so, it gave them a great place to hang out. It was sheltered from rain, sheltered from cold, a good place safe from predators. And it looked like it was a fishing camp. They would go down below, catch fish, bring them up, dry them out, right, or eat them, whatever. And it was just a great place to stay for thousands of years. Now, the interesting thing is, and this is becoming increasingly common with modern archaeological sites, once all these bones and artifacts were excavated and documented, they were reburied in the ground in this cave. They're still there to this day. And again, it's mostly bones that have been butchered by humans. It's mostly what is in this cave. But it's still fascinating to think because people visit this cave today and have no idea that it has an archaeological history. So Bone Cave in the modern era, well, for years it was kind of called hippie cave because it's where the hippies would go to smoke marijuana and have a good time communing with nature. And I've heard stories from old hippies telling me stories of going up there, and I've also heard from retired cops who would wait down below and wait for the hippies to come down so they could bust them. This also has been called Scout Cave because For many years, many of the local Boy Scout groups, this is where they would do their winter camp. It's like, hey, let's go hike up to this cave in the snow. We'll build a fire. We'll be nice and warm, and it'll be a cool place to be. So there's a lot of history. Now, the largest demographic that goes to this cave, and again, it's not marked. You kind of have to know about it in order to know where it is.
Kapag pinili niyo ang Tala bilang inyong trusted online lending app, pinapangako kong
Puro na lang.
Welcome to beautiful Hollywood. What is your dream? Welcome to my vlog. I have really nothing.
This is absolutely crazy. Look at all this stuff. What?
Well, there's like 20 mattresses. Look, this is real marble.
Oh, we didn't take the parts of the dog. I have back pain. Oh my gosh. Oh. Where's the donut? You want a donut? Oh! Your biscuit. It's chocolate. Didi! Didi! May dumating akong order. Didi! Order ko. Yan. Iniharan na ni Mama.
Kasi sa yung mga pera eh.
O, kunin mo yung donut doon. Bigyan mo si Daddy, no? Kasi 10 yan eh. Saan mo? Lagay mo. Ano? Kuha ka doon ng plato. Ayun, no? Kinakina ko magbubukas. Kuha ka muna plato doon. Hindi pa ba sa sobrang dami to. Kailangan din ni Daddy to yung iba. Gusto niya to. Wait lang.
Sa plata.
Which one you? One. What else? Because later, oh. Like more? Here. Like more, this one? No, where? One? Check. One? Lagyan mo sa lamesa, tapos takpan mo yan. Okay, ganyan ko. Balik na to doon.
Good morning, my friend. Over here.
No.
There's a big jumping toy on the teddy bear.
Si Yana din na.
Look who's up in my house.
Ano po?
What's gibbering? His relatives probably pulled mine cars around in the mine that we're going to head to today, which is up this way. Beautiful mine. Let's roll on and see what we find.
Like it?
What's piece of cake? Cindy's dead. He's in a good mood. Look at all the teddy bears.
Unboxing, parcel.
There's your mine.
There's mine.
Let's get on here first. This is down below the mine. That's the bottom of the waste dump on the head of us there. It looks like there was probably an ore bin. And then down here where this little platform is, I'm guessing was a truck loading area. I think they would have had a chute that came from the ore bin down to there. And then the truck was unable to turn around here ahead of the Jeep.
That was the biggest one they had?
Yeah.
So that's that. Let's look top, see if we find it there.
This is it.
Well, let's looking back down the waste pile where we just were. It's a decent sized pile. Look at you, wow. I should tell you, pretty close to where we are here. And
Why?
it's just like a shaft. You got the Jeep backed up to it. Probably use an anchor to look down there. Here's my new marker indicating that you're in the shaft. Pretty cool. I bet Herschel gave that to me. Stay out, stay alive. Good advice. Not gonna take it though.
All right, I'm ready to go. Let's explain what we got going on here.
Okay, so I got my setup here. I'm anchored to the Jeep hitch. I've got a chain around the hitch. And then I've also got to back up the tail. This is backed up to the other spot.
So, you need to get this one. Oh, yeah. Look,
Agree.
look. Oh,
And below that,
you're gonna
I got
put
that
that?
extended with a small slide.
Really? That is all?
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
Always make sure your friction nut is working.
I said that there is all. Wait a minute.
Loosen it up. Okay, let's try that again. That's what you check. Okay, let's redo this nut since it was slipping last time. This was an auto block nut. You can do press it, you can do 10 halves, 10 halves. Anyway, I think I needed one more wrap on my auto block to make this work. So that's that. I also switched out to a little bigger carbon to make it easier to do. Well, let's try it again. Now she's open. And then when you want to slide it, you just slide it. And that big wheels opens. So that's working, so we're all good to go. Let's and pay it out as I go on.
Well, I didn't move it. I know it's already. Just off. Oh,
But we gotta go over there, need batteries for this,
why is this open? No battery. Oh, get there. Bring that one and buy the battery. Let's go. Oh. Bring that one. That's fine.
Didn't come with batteries?
Yeah. May pasuyo nga bibalian ng battery to.
No, I'm trying to see if they're double or triple.
Wait. You will bring this into the store. Double A lang yan. Double A. Triple A. Two only.
Where?
The big store.
Everybody.
Para matuto siya.
Okay.
Bring your rat.
Alright, I'm just barely in this shaft, just past this hole where this big plug is. And we're
Mura
gonna
lang
hoping
naman
all
yan,
that
diba?
stuff doesn't come loose,
Mura
but
lang yan. Tapos
Okay.
isa.
could be wrong.
Ano pa, bili battery.
Maybe
Triple A. Be, pabuksan ng bintana dyan. Be.
it actually looks like there's a lot
Ayan,
of
oh,
oil.
kasi-
Well,
Nilagay namin yan.
Down quite a ways as far as I can see because of the dust. Well, let's get under there and see if that's level. See if we find. So
Maganda,
there's
hindi
just a
siya
little bit of a
maingay.
level there. There's a piece of drill steel there.
Maganda, hindi maingay. Lagay ko muna ito doon.
It doesn't really look like this goes terribly far. It looks like I can see the end of it 30 feet that way. This way.
Yung yelo ko. Gawa ko ng yelo eh.
This way doesn't too much here. Yeah.
Not around.
He's looking down.
No more.
Looks like there's another level down in that. Crazy far. And the shaft keeps going. I don't have a lot of rough up. There's none of that in each of these spots.
Pwede na siguro patayin
Oh,
doon.
yeah, it's going to be this one today.
Saan ba yun ako nito ito?
You're in that kind of interesting stoke. Hanging there if I get there. Okay, so.
Oh, di ba? Nagpapatay doon. Okay na. Nagpapatay pa na eh. Ito sa ilaw lang ito control.
Down.
Ano mo? Ay, isang bulit. Ilaw nga siya eh. Kaya nga. Patay mo.
Okay, I'm further down the shaft. And I'm at the end of my rope. Always put them out in the end of your people.
Okay na. Ilaw lang ako. Maya na yun. Paano yun? I-remote na?
Back up.
Oo, maya nabilihan. Later.
Looks like there might be a level here
Pinanyan
somewhere.
na. Kaya
Let's see
may
if I can get off my
ganun
rope
eh.
without losing it. I'll put those
Big
things on.
store. Not there.
Okay, now we got situated. That's in the gear way out down here.
Ayaw ko ng ilaw.
Nah. Looks like there's a fireman stick there just looking at it. Looks probably is a level just because there's track coming in over there.
Over here, if you don't have it.
And this was kind of a little further here. And then I don't know if it's caved or what, looks like the loose and ladders down in there, but maybe it was a ridge, it looks like there's a stick drop or two sticking up. Anyway, I'm gonna level here. See some interesting stuff already. This drill fields. Move back in. That hasn't been moved for a while, more of that thing. Wow. It's full. Full up in. I can't see the ground. Yellow whatever that is. There's a cumulative tank, here's some oil, maybe a few of these. Golden. Something. There's a grease bucket. There's a drill feed. There's a drill clamp. There's some more steel. And there's a column. So there's a lot of drill parts. We just get this one. Off the steel clamp. Here's the account. I don't remember these names on the pages. It's probably not real good one. Doesn't remember the names there. Doesn't matter. It's too old. One was coming up and then. Good beer, you found it, that's for sure. I see that thing. It's a spicy one. Wow, look at that. Look how long that thing has been there. Somebody laid it down there and it just destroyed it. It hasn't even moved. Wow. Unbelievable. That's been in there for a while. I had never seen something more than one spot so long to just turn the powder like that. It's crazy. Little tracks around Western Park. The drug columns so many pieces of better to move.
Ano ba ito?
Using a lot of material too. These certain pieces
I-open mo muna bago mo
are hollow.
Kaya may ilaw. Bakit ito? Hindi. I-on mo. Pagka-on mo, yan mo nahanapin yung ilaw kung saan papatayin.
They all appear to be the same thing, glowing something. We'll see. What was that? True thing?
Kapandin mo lang lagi. Good.
You feeling better?
Naman ko ba lang yan? Malakas naman siya eh. Ito na yan. Ano din yan? Hindi, kasama naman
You can only up the shaft. You need to
ito ba, hindi
put
nila
some something on it because it's really hot.
Kasi maliit lang naman nila tayo.
So,
Punta ko lang. Yan nila
okay, time to say goodbye. I'll hook you up here. Assistant ascending. And somebody could be with us on this one, but we'll see her at the top. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have liked this. She's got a certain limit that she doesn't like, and that's what's kind of weird. I think she wouldn't. She wouldn't have minded, you know, put her down, she wouldn't. Not gonna happen today, no matter what. Just looking like about halfway up, maybe. I'm taking a break on the way out. I'm a little curious about that way, but it's going towards the edge of the waste ball, so there can't be much mountain there. So, it doesn't do much. I'm taking a break on this a lot longer. Really hot. Piece of good, baby.
There he is. Yeah. Is it?
We're going on an absolute journey today. We're taking this way.
Well, everyone, I am in the town of Smiley, Texas.
Ay, wala, medyo lalagyan niya ng fries.
Let's get into it.
Meron pala. Bakit ka daw nga? Pinanong ko, pinakawanan, pinalagay ko sa ibang stock. Nagawa ko na ito. Si ano, pinanong ko din, nilagay ng little pa siya. Yan lang, balik lang sila. Ano lang din ang mga napili ka lang ng 55. Oo.
Aray ko.
Yan na siya eh, may balance eh.
Tagal na nga to.
Magkali yung bigas nyo. Ay, yung bigas yan. Sa'yo?
Magbabayad ng 20 pesos ka na. Mahigit 6,000 sa'yo.
Wala naman?
Talaga, kailangan mo ng pera agad. Pwede ba kung pwede installment? Ang galing. Talaga nga pumapalit sa mga kaibigan na nangangailangan ng pera agad.
Sa ano? Ah, Yana! Yana! Bigay mo kay tita mo to kasi nandito yung price. Oh.
So,
Fish and then the rice. Mix it together to the pan. Piano! Ayan na lang. dun sa kalsada, ha? Dito lang. Dito lang, ha? Hindi kayo dun, ha? Paluin ko kayo. Ha? Hindi lalabas doon. Hindi. Punta doon sa kalsada, ha?
They say you have to choose tech or expertise. We say, why not both? Sophos gives you enterprise-grade protection and threat hunters in your corner. No trade-offs, just win-win. Well, hello guys. Yes, I am staying at Visual. This will
figure out. Oops. I already do that. All right. That was the last one. We're going to take it hard. And now it's time to hit the swap meet area. Over the years, that's what I'm trying to fix them. And I think that'd be a fun thing to do over some time. Plus, I love boat anchors. It's fun if you're going to get the boat anchors. What is this thing? Coffee and ham radio? Food that have their own setup this year? Right, that's what I'm doing. So we're going to start out with like what every interview. Name, call sign? Yeah, it's going to be name. And your call sign? Yeah, it's Z. You don't have one? No, I'm working on it. It's like, so you got to do your GMRS license. Yeah, well, the problem with GMRS license is actually there, and I can't get right this weekend. We're on credit card now. Oh. And I struggle with that every time, so hopefully I have a problem with that. You might have the same problem with amateur radio now. We got to pay for that too. Yeah. I'm running a bad check. Yeah. Can you do that with taxes too? Yeah, sure. Why not? Who's that call on the way you're here? Yeah, I'll look at this. John, again, he's a big great and pretty sweet, and he came out and sang with us, put up a bunch of heat and stuff like that. So, Nikhil and Jim kind of must know that we just about all over. I thought they were excited when they couldn't work their job. No. Yeah, Joe Price trying to overcharge for this new band pedicure. I'm gonna try to slow it down. I see the price is zero on it. I don't want to do what I do with the controller box and see what happens. Well, thank you for coming by and hanging out. Yeah, anytime, good. We've got some nice loading here. Holland. I am walking around, I'm in the horse track area. This part is on the stuff the building, but I occasionally skip this, or I know I skipped it for the last several years. I just built the horse track. Horse track is fun. There's a bunch of weird and fun people, but that's all what we are here to do. There's fun people that be curious. A simple fence radio tracker kit. I want it. Is it good for some everything? I don't know if you bought this, if I did. That changed. I also went to old school Caroline equipment. They have the huge glass cylinder insulators, and anything will run that air. It's so amazing. This is a good find bunch of capacitors and resistors for all of the kit builders out there. You got some knobs and power cables and a bunch of other adapters. There, you can never have enough adapters. When you think you got it, all of them, you always look at one that you don't have, and that's the one you're going to need. So always have a bag of adapters. We got some old fiberglass mats, and it looks like a mill standard mats also back there. Yeah, there they are. Little cable pull. Outside this year is the Armor Lock, running protection frames for a lot of your radios. And recently, on my channel, I released a review of the Armor Lock case for the big new FPGX 10. On over here, it is a photo booth. All the photos swag, that's the photo tent. We got the band plan, we got buttons, we got the HD quick connect. Oh, everybody, welcome to the Dixon Convention 2045. Alright, if you took radio, we are in the, I'm looking this way right now.
later, pay in installments kahit walang credit card, Release yan.
Release is the leading buy now, pay later app in the Philippines. This consumer finance app aims to empower Filipinos with accessible and innovative financial solutions to build confidence to be responsible spenders and offer financial inclusion for a better quality of life. Over the years, Release has won over millions of happy customers and now offers purchases through over 10,000 direct merchants and more than 600,000 merchants via QRPH payments. Customers can now enjoy shopping with easy and light installment options. Not just that, approved limit can also be used to pay bills, buy mobile loans, get cash, and more.
That's why I love Release. You can shop online, in-store everywhere, settle bills, give cash, pay later, everything. Download the Release app now, available on App Store and Google Play Store.
When it comes to an app, what's the most important part? Going percent. Of course, nothing goes just 0.06%. May credit limits. Finally, you have close over 7,000 pesos on your first one. Legitimate also. Also, please. Taga Selena. Ha? 35. And tayo. Saan? Yan na. For assume. Saan? Saan ang tago? With so many advantages, this is the easy peso money policy. Putting you up with envelope to get you money in 5 minutes. Give it a try. Easy peso. Hey, it's someone DC. You need my flag. You are on a mission. I am. You are on a mission. I am. What are you looking for? Looking for a Navy. Navy. So I love missions. I already had my mission to get a bug program, and I was able to find one building. It's in 1955. Because bugs are cool. You know what a bug is? It's a way to send food. It's a tool to send food. Just like a straight key or the cootie key or paddles. It's just, yeah, it's awesome. They're not the easiest to find. And I'm finding that not everybody does CW. So it definitely makes for a interesting.
I made 2 orders from DK Oldies. This one, I used my name. This one was under a secret shopper's name and a different address. But we're going to see if there's any differences in what I got versus a random buyer. This is the first time I'm opening up the box. I have not looked to see what is inside. So, you get to experience it right along with me. So far, great packaging. So we got a couple of PlayStation 4 controllers, a Switch Lite, and a PlayStation 4 Slim. The PlayStation 4 Slim is in acceptable condition, and the Switch Lite is in good condition.
This week,
Punta-punta sa kalsada. Iyak siya. Laro siya. Cellphone. Ayan. Hilain mo sa ako natin. Nilagyan natin kayo ng kultura dali.
Dito tayo sa ano, ang Dansura. Dito may overpass. May Dansura mga ito. May 7-Eleven, may ito, papuntang tayo dito, papuntang ano, sa may Luzon tayo, pupunta tayo sa Luzon ng mga.
Boss, how much? I can use the credit limit I applied for with FT Lending to pay.
Dito tayo sa ano, ang Dansura. Dito may overpass. May Dansura mga ito. May 7-Eleven, may ito, papuntang tayo dito, papuntang ano, sa may Luzon tayo, pupunta tayo sa Luzon ng mga pwede natin makalakad dito. Yung mga spot ko rito. Yung mga agot ang mga sumira ko. Ha? Baby ko. Mga ito. So ito nga isang napakaganda ng mga sumira natin dito sa may mga kalakad dito sa may tandang soro. So pares ang presyo lahat. Depende. Depende po sa mga matulad ng 300, 350. Yung mga 350. Tingnan mga ano, mga isang ganda ng mga ito. Katulad dito kasi napakaganda nito. Lakers o mga katulad dito. Ito mga ganito. 450 no? Hindi na ang napakaganda ng color combination nito. Ang presyo nito mga isang yan. So 350. 450 daw. 450 yun. Napakaganda ng size dito. Mga sumbrero. Kasi mga color dito mas mayroon pa tayo dito. Mga color dito. So mga ganito ba? 350 lang dito mga ganito. Ang ganda nito. 350 Luis. Ang pinaka-Luis was? Magkano Luis? Diba? 300 lang Luis dito. Ang ganda dito. So may tanda sa mga nakalakad dito sa aming hapon ang natagan dito. Yung mga sapatos at mayroon din dito mga dapat sa mga sumbre. Yung mga ano dito. Ano ito? May rubber ano po. Hindi ba mga gamit? Mga brand niya ba ito? Mga sigurado na. Sigurado gamit na. Ganda pa. Magkano gamit ito? Puro man din. Mga ganito. All-star mga ito na maganda. So 200 lang ito. Meron yan ano dito mga katulad dito. Ganda dito. Jordan. Basketball dito mga pang-formal. Ito mas magkano mo itong isang ko? 800 yan. Ganda pa dito mga 800. Dito lang sa may tanda-sura ito sa may kanto, sa may papuntang model. So meron ka nakalakad dito pag pinahapon. So mga hindi lang kayo. So hindi lang dito mga sombrerong mayroon siya nakita ko nakapaganda dito. Yung mga yun, sombrero lang ito. Ang ganda dito, may mga shirt din siya rito. So dito lang sa mga nakalakad din. Ito dito, magkano dito? 350, mga look ng mga sombrero natin dito, napakaganda dito. Yan. 350 dito. Ay, surprise niya, 450 ang mga presyo dito mga kapatid. Mga sombrero mga. So meron tayo dito mga isang mga katulad dito, mga sandals dito, mga sapatos, mga single paano rito, mga okay, mga sapatos dito, mga dito, mga katulad meron. Nakita mo mga latagan dito sa, dito lang to sa may kanto, mga is may tandang sora, dito sa may overpass na tayo, nandito lang tayo sa mga overpass sa mga isang nagdawat na mga naglalakad dito. Tuwing hapon sila naglalakad dito, katulad po kapwa sapatos dito. Ang laki, Adidas, hindi natin alam mga presyo natin, mga safety shoes, mayroon din dito sa mga segunda mano mga presyo natin. Kaya may mga safety shoes din. Okay. Yan dito, may nakalakad dito lang. Sama-sama. Kaya sa mga tulad nito, dito, gagawin natin papunta sa Luzon mga isang ano pwede natin ma-update dito. Yung katulad ito, may mga ano tayo dito. Meron din mga kutsara dyan, sa may wall clock. So may mga wall clock tayo, may tumbler, meron tayong mga tumbler dito sa mga nakalakad dito sa mga tandang sura. So may mga laruan din siya rito. May tayo natin ito. Uy, tag 50 lang daw. 50 isa sandaan, napakamura naman ito. Ito, 50. Yung maliliit na 50, tapos yung malaki, o isandaan na napakalaki. Isandaan lang ang presyuhan. So, ayan. Nakarito ka lang ito. Ayan. Wala dito. Ito, magkano na to? O, 70 lang daw presyuhan mga ito sa mga tulad ng mga laruan. Yung mga laruan natin tayo, magkano lang ang presyuhan? Magkano ba yan? O, 20-20 lang yan. Pero dito, 10. Tingnan mo nga sa mga katulad, 20-20 lang daw mga kanyang mga papi. 20 lang. O, di ba? 20, tapos ito, 10-10 lang. Bahala na kayo mamili daw. Lahat ng klase mga laruan yan, tapos sa 10 lang daw. Yan, 20 dito, papi natin. Yung malalaki na magkano naman yan? Yung mga ganyan malalaki doon, mga 50 tayo, mga presyo, mga laruan car, mga doon. Laruan yan, mga nakalakad dito sa may tandatsura ng tumawid siya. Salamat po. Ang katulad dito, mayroon dito nakalakad may cellphone din, no? Yung mga cellphone tayo, mayroon yung mga cellphone, may mga tawag nila mga klase lang siguro mga rilo. May mga tayo, mga cellphone din natin mga ito. Okay lang tayo matanong? Okay lang. Ito yung cellphone mo. Magkano mga cellphone na ito? 1.6? 1.3? O siguro naman mga cellphone natin mga Vivo. 1.3 lang ito. 1.6 ng mga gawa sa Samsung. 1.6 lang ito. Ay pala sila. Mga 1.6 mga kapag meron tayong makikita ng mga cellphone dito. May tayo mga relo tayo ng mga dito. Mayroon dito. Mga nakalakad dito sa mga kami lang nalalakad dito mga dito yung hapon dito. Sa atin mayroon din siya may cable. Okay. Kaya nasalamat ka. Kaya na mga pa rin mga bag, mayroon bag dito nakalakad. Mga siguro mga
Well, we're back at this property. Is this a backyard?
What is going on? It is the obscurest tourist, and today I come to you from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Nothing beats a good road trip. So when Ella said she had a week off from college, we packed up the car, hit the road, pointed west. What were we looking for? Ruins of the ancient ones. But not just any ruins. We wanted to get off the beaten path and find ruins that few, if any people had ever seen. Did we find them? Oh yeah.
All right, I scoped out this little valley. It's very remote on Google Earth. We're hoping we can turn up some ruins here. But kind of over that way is a little more in the main canyon. Kind of goes around. But yeah, this looks like a good spot to put around now. Looks like we can make it. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Hope this is a good adventure. Yeah, doesn't that look like a good spot to put down? As Owen and I were making our way down this dry run here, came across this rock. Really interesting. You know, just straight, this fine stuff. So I might appreciate it. Some people don't. I like rocks. As you can see, I like rocks. All right, well, let's keep on going. We're kind of coming out down here now to a little spur valley, coming out into the main valley underlying. So, pretty excited about that. That's kind of interesting. Right there, it almost looks like stacked rock out there, like a wall right on that point. You have to put the drone on to take a look. I found this old road path. Well, not old. No, they still walk it. Whenever you can, if you find a deer path or an elk path, definitely follow it. They usually take the easiest route through the bush. So, some promising rocks over here. Let's take a look in the binoculars, see if we find anything looking good. Oh, wow, what's that? Is that a dead? Oh, wow, yeah. Look at that. You know, speaking of the path we follow, this is what's making it. That's a horse, isn't it? Yeah, this is a horse. Well, you know what this means? This path may not just be a lot of deer, there may also be horses on it. Does it look like it's ever shoot? Yeah. We are definitely now. All right, let's keep going. Oh, wow, looks like there's a cave out there. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, you see that? Oh, you see little spring flowers. There's a whole bunch of them coming up. Hey, Ella, did you see these flowers? Yeah, by the way, it's March. That's what it is right now. I don't know if there's video there, but it's March. Ella's on her spring break right now. Oh, yeah. There it is. Wow. It's quite the little cavern there, Ella. I think I did all that CrossFit. Definitely helping. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of an empty table. And I just noticed this because of this. I think that somebody was opening something. But I don't see any other signs of humans being here, but that definitely leads me to believe that's not happening. It would half-inch deep, maybe 3/4 inch. Yeah, I think we're definitely looking at some old carvings, some old petroglyphs of some sort. They're not packed though. They're actually carved. All right, I just turned off the camera and we're looking down. I actually found a piece of pottery. And I think it's for a bowl or a pot. But yeah, right under this. So definitely the ancient ones were had a presence here, at least for a short time. Probably just passing through, perhaps. Maybe use this as a temporary shelter. We'll leave it here for the next person to find. No surprise. All right, well, we better start heading back up the valley here and find a suitable place to camp. The light's starting to get kind of thin. We find definitely an older style one. Looks like someone actually used to use a tool or something. They punched a hole inside, a square hole. Doesn't look like it was ever open. Or like they punched it open to get into it. Any experts on old tin, maybe you can identify what this was. Was it a coffee can? Tobacco? Kind of been in a big horseshoe, kind of down a valley and around and back up this valley. It's been quite an adventure so far. I don't know how well we're coming up this rock here. I don't know how well you can see it. But right about here, there's a rock wall there. With binoculars on it, it's definitely stacked stone. So I'm thinking there was some habitation there, at least a lookout point. This valley kind of winds around here, it goes up that way. So we're going to find a place kind of camp down here away from the ruins. And then in the morning, we'll quick scramble up there and document it. All right, we're just going to set it up camp here. And look at this, I looked up across this valley here, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a stone wall right here. And there's kind of like a hole in that boulder almost. Like there's a little cave or it was hollowed out. I don't know if you can see that stone wall right about there. Wow, yeah, there's definitely some ruins up and through here across this valley. Well, we're going to go up there in the morning, we'll explore in the morning because we're setting up camp here. A comfy little spot, and we're going to start a little route. And then in the morning, yeah, we're going to go up there first thing and we'll check those out. Wow, awesome. Kind of those other ones out on the point, somewhere over here, I can't really see them. Usually it's the marshmallows. We forgot the marshmallows. Good. All right. Well, if we can see them, we're gonna go explore this ridge, see what we find. Let me go up to this structure first, right here. See, there's almost a little cave in that rock too. Oh, it looks like a little wall's built up in it. Go check it out.
Your business is unique. So is our protection. Sophos offers a tailored approach to thicker cybersecurity needs. Your business charts the course, and Sophos clears the path to your success. That's all we need. Sophos.
I mean, it's so easy to miss. We actually set up camp last night and almost missed it. We didn't see it until later. Kind of looks like there maybe was a stack wall here too, and then it continued up there. So this might have actually been semi-enclosed. I don't think it was enclosed to the ceiling, but it does look like it perhaps was closed. Yeah. I noticed here too, it almost looks like it could have been a little fire pit. I'm not sure. Kind of like right here in the corner. They fan out around it, maybe. Almost even looks like a little bench there. What a use of a natural structure, you know? They probably use this for storage, I'm guessing. So long as you can seal the front here, nothing could get in. A little pack perhaps and whatnot. Some of this must have come from even more than seal it. Fingerprints on this. There's some little different colored stuff up here. You see what it packed in. It's kind of like it was maybe done in two different stages, like repaired with two different colored mortars. You know, I would guess maybe just storage, grain storage or whatnot. And then, you know, the little seating area. I don't think they inhabited this, you know, for any length of period. Maybe this was just kind of an outpost or a little stop as they came up this valley. This valley keeps going.
I don't see me. Hindi mo matuloy. Huwag niyo laruin yung lupa ah. Bawal na maglaro ng lupa ah.
What you talking about?
Semicircle.
That's what I asked you.
And you can kind of see with arches. There the arches. I'm guessing it's just an observation point. You could observe the gauge, you can see a lot of it here and out. All those even forward posts and then maybe some room. Oh, wow. Little artifact, Ella. Look at that. That looks like, looks like it's been worked a bit.
Like you almost cleaned me out. But you almost cleaned me out.
There's the next skeleton. This view is coming up the valley towards the boulder/cave. The lookout point is to the right, about 50 to 75 yards. We also explored the cliffs kind of behind this boulder, behind the point here, and we didn't see any signs of human habitation. I think the most amazing thing on this site was, well, besides the awesome father-daughter time, was the fact that there was no signs of modern humans having ever been there. Usually we see footprints at these sites or some other site. There just was no recent signs of any humans visiting. So that made it extra special. All right, Ella and I thank you for coming along on this adventure. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. My conclusion on this, I think this was just a little outpost. And I think that probably was just a temporary shelter. Probably because that cave is right over that way, just like 50 yards. So this was probably seasonal, probably for game tracking, that's what I'm guessing. It could have been for, signaling other people to maybe some threats coming up the valley. But, yeah, Ella and I thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe if I didn't already do that. All right, bye.
School District cools any room in 90 seconds for nearly zero cost, and it's taken the U.S. by storm. A brilliant uni student from Harvard has revolutionized the air conditioning industry by designing a device that cools rooms instantly at a fraction of the cost. Oliver, a clever engineering student, came up with this lifesaver after his uni had to cut costs. Leaving them with no air conditioning during some of the hottest summer days, he and his classmates had no choice but to study for exams in the blistering 90-degree heat. When their requests for a new AC system were ignored, Oliver decided to do something about it. Armed with his engineering skills and a burning desire to help his mates, he re-engineered cooling systems using groundbreaking principles of thermodynamics. What he created was a one-of-a-kind device that forms a continuous cooling loop, making sure not a single puff of cool air is wasted. Oliver brought the super cool gadget to class, and the results were astonishing. Temperatures in the classroom plummeted from a scorching 85 degrees to a crisp, comfortable 65 degrees in just 2 minutes. Even better, it used 90% less energy than traditional air conditioning systems. As soon as word got out, investors started lining up to get in on the action. His professor was so impressed, he told Oliver that this invention would change the world. But when the big air conditioning companies offered millions for his creation, Oliver refused. He wanted to keep it affordable and accessible for everyone, and for that, he was expelled from uni. Days later, Oliver realized how powerful his invention really was. He teamed up with leading engineers to perfect the prototype and get it ready for mass production. It's called AeroBreeze, and it's changing the way Americans heat the heat. It cools rooms rapidly, using just a tiny amount of electricity, and recycles cold air so nothing goes to waste. AeroBreeze blows away anything a regular air conditioning system can do. With its cutting-edge technology, which passes water over a precision-engineered cooling element, AirBreeze can chill an entire room in minutes, giving you fresh, cool air for almost zero cost. It's 98.7% cheaper than traditional air conditioners. Just fill it with water, plug it in, and within seconds, it's cooling even the hottest room. Whether you've already got air conditioning or not, AirBreeze is a much cheaper and equally effective alternative. It works perfectly in spaces up to 398 square feet. Americans everywhere are switching to this mini air cooler and saving a fortune on their cooling bills. Wouldn't your family love to relax in a cool, refreshing home this summer? Right now, we're offering a massive discount to get AirBreeze out to as many homes as possible. But you need to act fast. The weather's only getting hotter and stock is flying off the shelves. If you want my advice, don't wait. Summer is just around the corner, and weather experts say this one's going to be one of the hottest we've had in the last 100 years. Join the smart cooling revolution now by clicking the link in this video. You'll get a 50% discount on your purchase. Only when supplies last. This offer won't last long, and the price could increase at any moment. Click the link now to grab your 50% discount today before the heat hits. Plus, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try AeroBreeze completely risk-free. If you're not satisfied, simply return it for a full refund.
There we go. Trying to figure out fan speed. Not done.
Uy, pare, hindi ka ba nag-aalala tungkol sa pera? Nakakainis na 50,000 pesos ang quick na. Mag-apply na ngayon. Kailangan ko rin ng pera agad.
I thought that was bigger than what it said. Surprised that it doesn't have bigger than it.
Mag-apply online. Kinig na 50,000
You
pesos.
can actually feel it.
Hanggang 12 installment. Uy, pare, mag-booking na ngayon. Wala na naman. Kailangan mo lumabas kahit may free shipping araw-araw sa shop mo. At saka everything.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Not right now.
Thank you for joining me.
All right, Sean.
Trek Planner. My name is Jeff, and I have a fun Trek for us planned today. A place I found by accident. So this is going to be a random adventure. Let's turn the corner, and I see like a window in this cave in the distance staring right back at me. And I was like, what is this thing? So I got out my binoculars and I could see, looks like a room. And it was way high up there. Like when I saw it, I was like, how did they get up? It must be 200 feet. So I'm not sure what is going on, but I'm gonna check it out right now. Thank you for joining me. Let's get going. And there's this dirt trail here. I tried to drive the truck down, got about that far back there. There's these huge ruts that I probably won't have anybody out. So I just stopped, decided to hike the rest of the way.
Pay later, pay in installments, kahit walang credit card. Billy's yan.
Billy's is the leading buy now, pay later app in the Philippines. This consumer finance app aims to empower Filipinos with accessible and innovative financial solutions to build confidence to be responsible spenders and offer financial inclusion for a better quality of life. Over the years, Billy's has won over millions of happy customers and now offers purchases through over 10,000 direct merchants and more than 600,000 merchants via QRPH payments. Customers can now enjoy shopping with easy and light installment options. Not just that, approved limit can also be used to pay bills, buy mobile loans, get cash, and then more.
That's why I love Billy's. You can shop online, in-store everywhere, settle bills, get cash, pay later, everything. Download the Billy's app now, available on App Store and Google Play Store.
Okay, so the vegetation is really thick. I can't really tell where I'm going, but I think it's over here, where there's just so thick amongst trails. But I am going to get out the drone to kind of scout for a way over there because this is just, I just don't know where I'm going. Well, this is different scenery than what I'm used to. It's beautiful though. Yeah, I think I'm following this game trail. Saw some deer droppings down there. Maybe I came the wrong way. There's like a nice building right there. Who needs wild berries? Who live with wild blueberries or huckleberries? I'm not gonna eat them though. Yeah, this is 10 times harder than it needed to be. But I saw that blueberry bush, so it made it all worth it. All this bushwhacking. Well, I'm almost to the bottom of this gully with this nice trail that I was missing the whole time. You see that? You see that little branch? Look at it. This trail's pretty overgrown. Wow. So I see more ruins in a larger cave up there. How did they get up there? So that's where it is, up there, the cave. There's another cave to the right, and there's one just below it. This trail keeps going. I think we're going to be able to get up there. I'm going to get out the drone again. Closer. I discovered 3 separate caves, each containing significant archaeological sites. In this video, I label the caves with ruins as Cave 1, Cave 2, and Cave 3. From the drone shots, you can clearly see just how high these structures are. And for reference, some of these ponderosa pine trees are about 80 feet tall, and they can grow even taller, sometimes over 200 feet. We'll start with Cave 1. This cave seemed to be the most difficult to reach, but it also appears to extend the farthest inward. It's almost as if the ancients placed logs here to prevent the floor from sliding out. Not many substantial structures remain inside the cave, aside from a bunch of debris and some branches.
Kailangan mo ba ng budget for home renovation? O di naman kaya pambayad ng kuryente at tubig.
Nandito na ang sikreto para tulungan ka.
Pwede kang humiram ng hanggang 90,000 pesos. Kailangan mo lang ng isang body ID at phone number.
Sumak sa bulsa dahil magbabara ng resource breaks dito.
Kaya download mo na ang zip pesos sa Google Play Store at humiram na.
I know it's going to be hard to understand what's going on in the caves without making a personal visit. But that's okay. That's how it should be. Our goal is to explore these sites respectfully and gain a glimpse into the lives of the people who once called this place home. Look at how many stones are in here. There must have been quite a few structures before. And I see signs that this cave may have been looted. As you can see, several pits in the back of the cave. Cave 1 probably goes back 30 to 40 feet or so. I'm sure the ancients who called this place home would have felt safe living in this cave this high up in the ground. Cave 2 is right below Cave 1, and it's in the best shape, still showcasing incredible masonry. This is the ruin I saw from a distance, with a long pole sticking out. Could the pole have been used for securing rope so people could climb up? Notice how the ancients built this using a mix of wood, stones, and mortar to make everything as tight as possible.
You can even see a few wooden brackets, keeping the wood pieces in place. Looking back on it, I realize I've never seen anything quite like this before. And this structure is in remarkable condition, especially considering its age. It's so well preserved that it hardly seems fair to call it a ruin. The stones used in making this appear to have been cut to make them smoother. This is an incredible structure, and one that has lasted because it's so impossible to reach. Reaching both Cave 1 and Cave 2 would require ropes and harnesses. However, using this type of equipment in rock climbing to access sites like this is illegal. Besides, just look at how steep this area is. I have great respect and admiration for the skill and ingenuity it took for the ancients to build in such challenging locations. If you have been a long-time subscriber to my channel, you know how much I love those carved banded footholds, often called Moki steps. I didn't spot any here, or any rock art for that matter. That doesn't mean there isn't any, it just means I'll have to come back and do some more exploring. Now let's go see Cave 3. I think you're going to be surprised by what's inside of this. Cave 3 features the largest structures, and it seems pretty difficult to reach, so for now, we'll keep using the drone to explore it. As we get closer, you will begin to see how the ancients made these, using stones and wood as supports, seemingly to block the entrance to the cave. I've never seen this much ancient wood piled in a single place. All this wood makes me wonder if a platform was created to prevent entry. If intruders were trying to gain access, those behind these walls could have shot arrows or thrown spears down at them. This is clearly an open archaeological area, with so much happening here that we should keep our distance. However, I try to capture closer views using the drone. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like there's no mortar in the walls. Could this suggest that they were simply just defensive barriers, perhaps intended to protect people and dwellers behind them? What do you think? And what kind of climate or conditions might have led these people to build in such steep and dangerous places? You might be wondering if there is anything inside of these ruins. Well, I didn't see much in Cave 1 or Cave 3, but what about Cave 2? Using some software, I brought up the shadows, and we can now see that it's just rubble. But if we look up, we can see these logs placed almost like they are anchors, which I find very interesting. Most likely, whatever was in here has long been destroyed or looted by illegal pot hunters. What did you guys think of those ruins? So I think we saw 3 ruins, right? Man, they're so cool. Especially the one that still had a front on it, a wall. From the bottom of that to the first ruin, that was like 75 feet. So they must have some very tall ladders. Now, there are these ponderosa pines around, but they're huge, thick trees. So it's like, did they use those somehow? Was there a ponderosa pine there at the beginning? They just thought that was a great place to climb up. Like all 3 of those are just impossible for us to get to. But they were so exciting to see. But just so interesting and fun. And I know I'm not the first person there, of course. It was new to me, maybe to you too. But that's kind of the draw, is We're just exploring. Thanks for being part of the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you in the next trek. Where will our next adventure lead us? Find out next time on the Trek Liner.
Forewarning signs you are a witch by blood.
There are 12 witchy archetypes, and knowing yours gives you the power to shape your life and influence others. Understanding your witch type is key. Once you know it, you'll see why certain things happen and which path truly aligns with your energy. Just follow the link and answer a few questions.
We're on this trek. Like, this is unreal. Like, this is like the thing I've been wanting to see the most in the last 4 years or so. So this is a huge deal to me. I am so happy you're here for this journey because I just couldn't be here without you guys, without your encouragement and with your support, without your support for my channel. Yeah, so thank you. This one's for all of you guys. All right, feel refreshed. Let's continue the hike. We're almost there. So I think I have less than a half mile. And it's on top of this kind of gentler slope. So, but it's been so nice to just kind of relax for a bit. Kind of lay down underneath the shade, underneath the juniper tree, and just kind of listen to the wind and the birds. It was just nice. So here we go. It's hard to capture what I'm feeling right now. It's kind of like excited, and nervous, and like a sense of relief after all this time, like planning for this and wanting to come see it. It's literally directly below me over these cliffs. So I'm gonna try to find a way down there, over there. But I just feel like, and I've said this in other videos, but the feeling is I feel like I'm on like a pilgrimage. You know, like this like sacred journey, you know. It's weird to explain, it's hard to explain, and it may not make sense, but that's kind of the best way for me to explain it, just how I'm feeling right now. It's not here. I think it's up a little bit more. Yeah, so I think I'm up, not high enough. I need to go over here, and it comes down to get on that bottom level to go across. But I saw something right there. Oh, yeah, there's rooms right there too. Wow, how do we get down? It's so, wow, yeah. That's really cool. We're off to a great start. Finally found a way down right here. We can just go right there and then walk over. And so I came up from up there, just kind of zigzag down here. And on this nice level, we can do an incredible spread of definitely on a path where bighorn sheep are at. So I keep seeing their droppings and their hoof marks. That's kind of it this trip. Mule deer and bighorn sheep tracks. I've seen a lot of squirrels and birds. That's kind of it. So I think I'm below those ruins. How do I know that? Well, I think it's a guess, but look right here. So there's all this broken pottery that goes thrown down. Where are these pieces? And this whole thing is just filled with pottery. These little pieces, these blackware, grayware. So it's almost like somebody threw them down here, you know? Okay, that big piece right there. And pretty much all these little dirt piles down here potsherds in them. So makes me think like, did somebody throw them down or what happened? But they're all over the place. So it goes for 100 or so feet.
Don't let your
So we went to those ruins
the
earlier.
flies is all over. From the other bed.
I think I'm nervous. Like, is this right here? So, you take a look at it.
Ilagay lang dyan kasi pupunta ako sa tindahan.